What role does capital play in the labor theory of value? Have you ever wondered why some products cost more than others? The answer lies in the labor theory of value, especially in Marxist thought. This theory suggests that the value of a product is determined by the average amount of labor time needed to produce it. If one item takes longer to make than another, it should be worth more, assuming everything else is equal. Now let's break down what capital means in this context. Capital refers to the tools, machinery, factories, and other resources used to create goods and services. In a capitalist system, these resources are owned by a small group of people known as capitalists, rather than by the workers who actually use them. From the perspective of communism, capital plays a specific role in the labor theory of value. While labor is seen as the source of all value, capital is necessary for labor to be productive. However, capital is viewed as the result of past labor. Machines and tools are created by workers in earlier production cycles. This is often referred to as dead labor, which is then utilized by living labor, or current workers, to generate new value. In practice, workers sell their labor power to capitalists in exchange for wages. The value that workers produce is often greater than the wages they receive. This difference is known as surplus value, which capitalists keep as profit. This surplus value exists because workers use capital to produce more than what is needed to pay their wages. From the communist viewpoint, this system is seen as exploitative. Workers generate all new value, but since they do not own the means of production, they cannot retain the full value of what they create. Instead, capitalists control the surplus value, using it to accumulate more capital and further their own interests. To summarize, capital is essential for production but is not the source of value. Value comes from labor. Capital is only valuable because it is derived from past labor. In a capitalist system, capital allows capitalists to extract surplus value from workers, which is viewed as the root of exploitation. If workers collectively own the means of production, they would retain the full value of their labor. Practical applications of this viewpoint include advocating for worker ownership of factories and tools, as well as redistributing surplus value to those who create it. This is seen as a way to end exploitation and create a fairer economic system. The labor theory of value is central to these arguments, providing a foundation for understanding why workers are considered exploited under capitalism and how a communist system would aim to address this issue.